Someone has already decided who you are, and you can't stop them. But what if the story they write about you becomes the story you start living? Watch closely. You walk into a room, and in less than 3 seconds, someone labels you weak, harmless, forgettable. You don't hear it, you don't feel it, but you live under it. They interrupt you, they underestimate you, they talk over you. They decide you're the quiet one, the one who won't fight back, and you comply. Humans don't see you as you are. They see who they expect you to be. Psychologists call it the Pygmalion Effect. Philosophers call it the mask. The moment someone meets you, they build a version of you inside their mind. And most men, without knowing, start living inside that mask. You soften your tone, you adjust your posture, you lower your confidence. If they expect weakness, you shrink. It happens everywhere. Workplaces, friendships, relationships, strangers on the street. Your micro-reactions speak louder than words. Your silence writes your reputation. Here's the truth most men never hear. People don't treat you based on your potential. They treat you based on their first impression. But what if you could control that impression? What if you could walk into any room and shape the story people tell themselves about you? Not through manipulation, but through mastery of yourself. Philosophers understood this. Power isn't in speaking. Power is in how you're interpreted. Here's the first rule. Stop signaling for approval. You do it unconsciously. Nervous smiles, nodding too much, explaining after you speak, filling silence, leaning in, laughing at low-value jokes, reacting too fast. Every signal screams, "I need you to like me." And the moment they notice, you lose power. Here's the correction. Stop trying to be understood. Make them try to understand you. Hold eye contact half a second longer. Pause before answering. Let silence do the work. These micro signals rewrite their perception instantly. Perception is power. Most men negotiate from weakness. Here's the part you won't like. Most of the disrespect you've endured, you taught people to give you. Not because you were weak, but because you never confronted the behaviors that made you feel weak. You allowed them to talk over you. You allowed them to interrupt you. You allowed them to define you. Power is not inherited. It is broadcast. And once you broadcast the right signals, the mask people place on you changes. Now, how to read people instantly. Rule 1. Watch their eyes in the first second. Threat, asset, tool. Rule 2. Shoulders. Tension equals fear. Relaxed equals confidence. Raised equals intimidation. Rule 3. Listen to their silence. Who breaks it first usually surrenders ground. Rule 4. Micro corrections. Adjusting clothes, posture, hair. They value your opinion. Rule 5. Baseline shifts. Changes in tone, posture, breathing reveal hidden reactions. Combine these, and you read anyone in seconds. Nietzsche said every man wears a mask. Society decides which mask you can wear. Powerful men design their own. When people meet you, they aren't meeting you. They meet the version they fear, admire, or dismiss. Your job? Detect which version they see and replace it with the one you choose. Humans are tribal. Status is assigned instantly. Posture, eye stability, tone, pace, stillness, emotional neutrality. Stillness is power. Neutrality is power. Control is power. Let me tell you a story. Years ago, I walked into a room full of people who had more experience, more money, more reputation. I felt it. I was the lowest status person there. I talked fast, over-explained, nodded too much, half-laughed nervously. They treated me exactly how I presented myself, like a man who didn't believe in his own presence. Then one older, philosopher-like man watched me and said, "You teach people how to treat you before you ever speak." That sentence rewired me. From that day, I stopped performing, stopped bending, controlled the room with silence, posture, pacing. You are not powerless. You are untrained. You don't need charisma. You need clarity. Clarity of presence, clarity of signals, clarity of behavior. Once you master the signals of power, the world mirrors it back to you. If you want to rebuild how people see you, I created a free guide with the 7 power signals that instantly change how others perceive your confidence, dominance, and presence. It's free. Grab it in the description or pinned comment. Don't let society choose your mask. Choose it yourself.